Tonight on this senior edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies.
We've had some patchy showers and storms move through the state, and tomorrow looks like a very good end of the work week before we have more rain movement Saturday morning. I'll have more coming up in the Iowa weather.
Thanks, Matt. Plus, the hopeful Hannah has your national forecast. All that and much, much more as this Thursday, April 25th, 2019 edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
This is Si's Eyes on the Skies.
All right.
Welcome back to our award-winning show of Si's Eyes. I'm now joined by the marvelous Matt. Matt, this is our last time on screen. Does that bring back some emotion?
It's very interesting that it's the last time. I've only been here for 3 years, and it's just flown by, and I don't know, but I'll be doing this for a living soon, so
yeah,
that's awesome. So it's like it's all my hard work, it's been paying off. But getting back to the weather, we've had some rain, and it's moved out so far today. By this weekend, it does look like we have some more rain moving into the area. But tomorrow, our Friday forecast looks absolutely great before we have like rain movement. I'll have more coming up in the Iowa weather.
Well, my favorite song is The Circle of Life, and life does come around full circle, doesn't it? My first time ever being on Si's Eyes was being a host in mid-October 2015, my freshman year. It took a lot of convincing my friends like Hannah, Caitlin, and other freshmen and producers during that year to really get me on screen for the first time on my birthday of that year, actually, when I turned 19 years old. That's crazy to think about, but I definitely had a good time being both the host and being on the wall, of course. And I feel like, Si's Eyes is more than just about, getting the weather skills on the screen, working on graphics. It's also about the relationships you build, the people in the background with the other people on screen, and really having just a good time learning about the weather and also about other people. Don't worry, I'm not going to cry. And now here's Hannah with a look at what's going on around the country. Hannah, what is going on?
Well, Caleb, that was a fantastic weather story. I truly appreciated it. And all across the country, things look pretty great as well. Really, springtime has set in, except in Phoenix, it looks more like summertime for them, 96 degrees, 82 in Dallas, 66 in Memphis, 77 down in New Orleans. And we'll have more for you after the break.
Welcome back. One of my favorite memories of being on Si's Eyes was when Chris Kringle came on here, I think my freshman year as well, and I was given a honey bun to eat. And I was trying to open it and start eating it during a commercial break, but the camera came on unexpectedly while I was doing it mid-tear. So that was kind of funny. The honey bun was really good though. Thanks, St. Nick, for that. You know who you are out there. Now, here's Hannah with a look at what's happening around the nation. Hannah. Is spring on the way?
Spring isn't just on the way, it's here. And I remember that's for Si's Eyes show as well for Christmas. I think I got a used roll of toilet paper. So that was quite the gift. Shout out to Chris Kringle for that. Currently across the country, we do have that rain that we saw here in Iowa moving out, and that's headed east into Illinois and Indiana, where my sister currently goes to school. But the real story tonight is down in the south. We do have some severe weather. There's actually a tornado watch down by Alabama and Louisiana. Just moving out of New Orleans this afternoon, and they definitely want to watch if you're going out on a small boat, because we all know how much I love small boats. And then also up north, we do have some red flag warnings with some higher winds. The rivers up there are also still flooded. Currently, definitely down in the south. Again, there's those tornado watch in the panhandle of Florida. So definitely just keep watch on what's going on. Pay attention to the news. Right now, temperatures are in the 70s, mostly in the plains. 66 in Memphis, 70 in Cincinnati, 65 in Kansas City, down in Phoenix, 96. 70 in Minneapolis, 60 in St. Louis. In the Northeast, things are a bit cooler. Shout out to my grandma out in Vermont, 50 degrees in Montreal, 54 in New York, 72 degrees in Washington, D.C. And in the Southeast, 77 in New Orleans, 83 already down in Houston. It was actually in the 80s here this weekend as well, but definitely not in the 90s like in the Southwest. 96 degrees in Phoenix, 94 in Las Vegas, 65 degrees in Los Angeles, and up in the Northwest a bit cooler, 65 in Idaho Falls and 61 degrees in Seattle. Watching what's going to occur in the next few days across the country, this low pressure system with that front that is causing the severe weather down in the southeast tonight will move off to the further east, and that's going to cause some severe weather possible in North Carolina tomorrow, and that'll finally make its way out as we head towards Saturday. And our next system for the Midwest is going to move through Saturday around 1 o'clock as well. Iowa could get a good amount of rain, and sorry for you in Wisconsin, you could get some snow with this system this weekend. Hopefully it'll melt soon though, because we are definitely headed more towards spring. Here's that SPC outlook I had for you on Friday. Definitely watch this chance for severe weather headed into Washington, D.C., Raleigh, North Carolina, and Norfolk, Virginia. So you'll definitely want to pay attention to what's going on. And our pick city for tonight is New Orleans. It's about 66 degrees. Again, you are going to have some severe thunderstorms possible tonight. Winds coming out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, though, after a stormy night, things are going to be absolutely gorgeous. 78 degrees and sunny, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. And as you head towards the next week, things look really great as well. Saturday, 79 degrees. Sunday, 80s on Monday and Tuesday, with your next chance for rain Wednesday and Thursday. And look at your overnight temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Man, I kind of wish we had that here in Iowa, but that will come definitely soon.
Thank you, Hannah, for that fabulous forecast. Off air, I'm going to have to ask you what your experience with small boats is. I'm very puzzled about that. And that brings up another memory as well tonight. When I was going on a cruise with my family in Alaska, speaking of boats, I was on a pretty big boat there. But one of the stops in the Alaska sort of southeast strip was a place called Skagway. Unfortunately, I got a little seasick during that trip, and we called it Gagway after that. Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. So here's our trivia question for tonight. Who is the executive producer of our Size Eyes program during our freshman year of 2015 and 16? Was it A, Miss Jan Ryherd, now Jan Lockhart, who is currently working from Lincoln, Nebraska on TV? B, Mr. Brandon Libby, currently stationed at KIMT in Mason City, Iowa, just north of here, a couple hours. C, Mr. Sam Gabrielli, the one and only, who's currently working at KSFY in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Hannah's hometown? Or is it D, the one and only Zane Satry, currently in the Quad Cities, close to Rock Island, Illinois? They've all been producers at one point or another, but who was producer during our freshman year? We'll have that answer coming right up, so stay tuned. Let's take a look now at the week ahead with the one and only Matt Gunn.
All right, thanks, Caleb. Well, Friday is looking very awesome outside. The weekend looks cool ahead. We have a chance of rain moving through the area Saturday morning, and we do have a wet end of the week and wet end of the month after that. I'll have more coming up after the break. All right, welcome back to the senior edition of Size Eyes on the Skies. I'm meteorologist Matt Gunn for the last time on Size Eyes. Right now in Ames, we're sitting at 65 degrees, but we do have some blustery winds outside at the northwest at 15 miles per hour. There is kind of a little nip out there right now, but it's a lot better than it was a few hours ago. Around the state, temperatures are hovering in the mid-60s to around 70 degrees up in Spencer, 64 right now in Des Moines, and over in Cedar Rapids, we're sitting at 68 degrees. Shout out to my hometown over in Cedar Rapids. Now, as we try to advance ahead, we have some wind speeds that are pretty blustery out of the northwest or out of the north, about 10 to 20 miles per hour for most of us across the state, with higher winds over in eastern Iowa, about 25 to 30 miles per hour right now. Now, as we look at the satellite radar for the past 6 hours, we did have some showers move through central Iowa. They are now over by the Mississippi River. Here in central Iowa, you have nice sunny skies, like I said, outside, so get out and enjoy the rest of this evening. And tomorrow it will also be pretty great as well. But as we look ahead, like I said, we had some showers move through. In the next couple of days, tomorrow looks pretty clear outside before clouds move in tomorrow afternoon before Saturday morning. By the time most of us are getting up, we do have rain here in central Iowa, and look at that up towards Mesa City, the Waterloo area. They could be experiencing some winter mix and even some snow, and we're talking about snow on April 27th. So that's quite an experience for those people up there. Before Sunday, we clear out, and we have quite a chilly day for Sunday, but like I said, no rain in the forecast. So how much rain should we be seeing through this system? Well, here in central Iowa, about a half an inch to even 3/4 of an inch, good bet for most of us here. So it definitely will be pretty wet Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon, but not a washout for the whole weekend before we have a nice cold front that'll be cooling us down into the 50s on Sunday. So around the states, we still have plenty of flooding warnings across the Mississippi River and Missouri River. I expect some flash flooding to possibly occur thanks to that rainfall we will be seeing on Saturday morning. Now, forecasted highs for around the state. Up in the northeast, we could be seeing 57 up at Cresco, 59 in Oelwein, and 61 degrees in Waverly. Down in southeastern Iowa, 61 in Cedar Rapids, 62 over in Vinton, 63 in Iowa City, where my brother is at University of Iowa. I know we don't like that here at Iowa State. And over in southwestern Iowa, 63 in Guthrie Center, 63 in Carroll, 61 over in Denison. And it's pretty much the same story. A little cooler up in northwestern Iowa, with highs around 60 to 61 degrees. A little warmer towards Fort Dodge with a high of 62 degrees. Now here on campus tonight, a chilly night tonight, 40 degrees expected for our low temperature. That wind will be out of the north-northwest, and it'll be mostly clear, so definitely a pretty cool night tonight. Tomorrow's high, mostly sunny skies, and we'll be getting up to around 63 degrees for a high temperature. A sunny day and a beautiful day for our Friday before we head off into that cool weekend ahead. Looking at our extended forecast, Saturday just looks like a washout for the morning mainly. A little breezy with those rain showers. Sunday we cool off, but we won't have any rain. But look at that, Saturday night and the Sunday we will be getting down to around 28 degrees here on campus. Next week we rebounded a little bit back into the 60s with rain chances for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Before a week from now we near 70 degrees with a high temperature of 67 degrees.
All right, thank you, Matt. That weather on Saturday looks just great for the College of Vet Med's 10K on campus. I can't wait for that. Now, let's take another look at tonight's trivia question, if I can get some prompter help. Oh, okay. Who is the executive producer of Size Eyes during our freshman year of 2015-2016? Was it A, Jan Ryherd, currently in Lincoln, Nebraska? B, Brandon Libby from Mason City, Iowa? B, Sam Gabrielli, hopefully I spelled his name right. Did I?
Yeah.
All right. At KSFY in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Or D, Zane Satry from Rock Island, Quad Cities, Illinois. You guys have good memories of this?
Yes, I definitely know the answer for this one.
Yeah.
Don't want to quite give it away, but they're all great people. Everyone on that list, really great to just keep in contact with. Yeah, they were all really fantastic Size Eyes people.
Yeah.
Well, this question dates about for their freshman year. I didn't actually come to Iowa State till the fall of 2016, so I kind of process elimination know the answer, because Jan was the executive producer when I was here, and she's been really helpful. Zane's been really helpful. Sam, once in a blue moon, he'll get back to me, but so.
Well, the answer was Brandon Libby. The one and only Brandon Libby is currently at KIMT, based out of Mason City, Iowa, as we can see on the slides there.
We visited
Yep.
there,
We did.
and we saw what actually goes on in a small market station. It was pretty fun. And
Yeah, that was the
we took a picture where you had devil eyes
did have
in the
devil eyes
background.
there, yeah.
That was, and that weird old.
I was way back in
staircase.
in the far shadows, I think, behind everybody else. My eyes were red. That was pretty fun, too.
That is a really fun picture.
It's always good to stay connected with the alumni.
Yes.
Just like, you two will be, I will be as well coming up here.
Yeah.
Yes,
But-
it's kind of hard to believe.
15
Yeah.
days. We're out of here.
Man, he said countdown going for months. Yeah.
Being on Size Eyes has been absolutely fantastic. Definitely my favorite part about college.
Right, and even for somebody that's not going to broadcast like myself, I think it's been very helpful to learn about just scientific communication in general. And it's really
yeah.
not just for the broadcast person alone, but for a wide range of people.
I can't say anything else. You guys already said most of what I was going to say. I don't know. I just remember this year we had a Halloween show. I was Mr. Rogers, and people were wanting me to bring that white wig back, but I took it home because I don't really like it anymore. But yeah, it's just been a really great experience on Size Eyes. I've really enjoyed it. I don't know, can't really say anything else.
Somebody have the tissues for after the show? I feel some tears might be coming on from him over here.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. No,
God,
I think
the
my
Cubs
favorite.
fan picking on the Cardinals fan, of
Oh.
course. So
That's can't say anything about that. Yeah. I think my favorite show, though, I think was my freshman year when I was on the Christmas edition,
Oh, that was fun.
where we had special guest Chris Kringle come on, give us all of our presents.
Oh
He
my
gave me
gosh.
he gave me a fresh honey bun and a nice wrapper. I was trying to open
Fresh
it.
has had a
That
vending
is still
machine.
the side of this
Yeah.
video with the most views.
I have the vending machine across the hallway from here, and I was trying to open it very quietly during a commercial break. All of a sudden, it just came on, and I was right in the middle of it. And I looked up. I was calling the act. And I think I proceeded to eat it anyway, but that was really fun too.
Yeah.
Well, me and Toby have to wrap it up. That's
I
kind of
thought
hard
we had
to
till
do.
7:30
last time.
today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Definitely good luck to Benji and Jacob running
Yeah.
the show next year.
Congrats to the new producers. Yeah, Jacob Voss will be the senior producer. Benjamin Weiberg will be the junior producer. I'm really excited to see what goes on with those two.
Yes.
How those two work together, bring us to the new level. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
But I'll still be around, and we'll see how that goes on too.
Be a guest star.
Maybe a guest star, yeah.
Oof.
Well, after all that, that's going to conclude tonight's show and our Size Eyes careers. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on our Twitter account. You can find every show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us throughout this school year and both semesters, and we will see you back here coming up pretty soon in September. Stay tuned.
But we won't be here.